Another day has passed, and yet another channel has been hacked.
My YouTube channel was deleted.
Just about every month, I hear about some creator losing their channel to hackers and having to beg YouTube to have it restored. And here we are once again, this time with Genshin Impact creator Doro44.
I thought my entire world was over. Years of hard work that I put into this channel, all of the subscribers, all the videos, all the memories, gone.
And the hack went something like this. First, he gets a message about a potential sponsorship, and then he has some back and forth about terms and whatnot. And in the end, the hackers send him a PDF for him to sign, an NDA for him to download.
Okay, come on, you know you can trust us.
And Doro gets the download, opens the PDF, and instead of opening it in Edge, or God forbid Adobe, it opens a DocuSign standalone program. Now here is the first flag, in fact, the only flag that actually stands out to him, because he's like,
wait, what?
He doesn't understand why it's opening up in a standalone program, let alone DocuSign. He doesn't remember having DocuSign installed, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal, right? It's late at night and he's not paying that much attention. PDF doesn't work. He tries again. It doesn't work. He closes it. In the end, he gives up, messages his fake sponsors, and lets them know the PDF just isn't working. Despite the fact that it seemingly opens a program, it doesn't actually ever load the NDA or the PDF at all. And then, well, he just goes to bed and thinks nothing of it. Then by the time he woke up, his email, his YouTube logins, and everything in his browser had been stolen. This is what is called a session hack or a session hijacking.
How did that get in there?
Now look this up on Google to find the easiest way to explain it. And Google says, a session hack technically itself isn't malware. It is a malicious activity that often leverages malware to achieve its goal of stealing a user's session information, making malware a key tool in carrying out the session hijacking attack. And here's the key part here that's the most important. This is a cyber attack where a malicious actor steals a user's active session token, like a cookie, to gain unauthorized access to their online accounts and data. So basically your YouTube account, your email you need for two-factor authentication, your Discord logins for that one website you don't want your girlfriend to know about.
Have you ever seen a woman in real life before?
All that is fair game for a session hack. Hackers merely lift all that information in your browser and store it so they can pretend to be, well, you.
You? No, not me, you. Yes, I am you.
In fact, you better hope that hackers are only looking for something very specific and don't just start spamming nonsense on your social media accounts to get you banned. Because anything you have open on your browser or has a persistent login on your browser is fair game for a session hack. And I'm telling you guys this because whether you're a creator or not, this is a big deal. You must be wary of what you download. In fact, I will go so far as to have multiple browsers or even air gap barriers, which refers to having multiple devices with dedicated logins for different applications, especially if certain apps are business critical for you, like in the case of content creators. And this should be done for security purposes, so that if you have one device or one computer fall to a session hack, you don't lose everything. You don't lose all your banking information, all your social media accounts. Because in all likelihood, a malware probably isn't going to travel from your computer to another computer, or from your computer to your phone. Now you might think, sure, I'm safe about everything. Doro just wasn't paying attention. Well, it's not that simple, because as he explained in his channel,
I deal with sponsorships all the time. I've gotten DMs like this before that were legitimate from Razer, Logitech, Elgato, other companies, right? It wasn't really out of the ordinary and they were really able to hide it, but like, I'm human.
And that is how they get you. It isn't the Nigerian prince that's a scammer. It's the friend that you've been talking to for a couple of months that, unbeknownst to you, got his account hacked and is now messaging you, asking you to Venmo him a couple $100s. Hackers are very smart and they will get you in ways that you do not expect, so you must be wary. Now, as for YouTube's part, it fortunately only took them a couple of days for him to get his channel back.
Then Friday, I streamed again. I felt a little bit better. Still, again, just stressed. No, I was starting to get emails finally from YouTube, giving me like steps on like what I needed to do. And then by Friday night, last night, the channel was back up. I still didn't have full access yet, but it was back up. YouTube was doing their thing. And then as of this morning, filming, I got up, I got in. They gave me more instructions on how to take back control. I now have full access and full control of the channel and my stuff.
He got it hacked, I believe, on the 26th, and he went through some rigmarole with YouTube support that day. He got the channel back 2 days later, and then it was fully restored by the 1st of March. I say it's pretty good turnover time, especially considering what happened to other creators like Shyway, which I talked about in previous video, which took over 2 weeks to fix. Honestly, this is a major improvement for YouTube. So, dare I say it, good job YouTube. I'm not even going to rag on them this time.
Clap, clap, clap.
But I do think YouTube might be better served by nudging their creators to use two-factor authentication applications through a mobile device, such as through Microsoft's Authenticator. This way, even if hackers steal someone's session on a computer, they can't just email themselves a 2FA code and log in anyway.
Yes, I am you.
Then I propose that any actions central to the core function of the channel, such as core changes to AdSense, mass video deletions, channel name changes, etc., should all be forced to trigger a two-factor authentication call. And that's really the takeaway here. Unless you're a Russian operative and the CIA has you targeted and they really want to get into your computer, let's be real, you're not going to stop them.
Okay, we're in.
Most of these hacks can be beaten by paying attention, not downloading suspicious content, having multiple logins across multiple apps or multiple devices, and by using an official two-factor authentication app with one of those passwords that randomly change every minute. This is a crazy world out there, and I want you to be safe. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know your compliments or criticisms down in the comment section down below, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!